Hello, Mental Fortitude Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Long Battle with me, BlueAnkylo. It is, of course, XCOM Long War, but this is another base assault, so this is likely to be a fairly long one. So we've got my A-team set up. You guys probably know the team by now, seeing as it's usually the same crew. This is their first time with tactical rigging, though, so they get a little bit better stats. Oh, well, other than mobility, I suppose. We do have a fair bit of Aegis armor now, although not quite enough for the whole team. I decided not to give it to Sandless, which may be a mistake, but I think I had higher priorities when I was divvying it out. So, for instance, the medic has Aegis armor, which is, I think, really important, and you'll have 6 med kits and 2 smoke grenades with dense smoke. I think that was a really good idea. Now, in the future, if I was building a medic, I think I said I would take Opportunist rather than Revive, but other than that, it's pretty standardized by now. We have Jackie Zhang, our scout, and I gave you Flush. I think, yeah, so no battle scanners again, unfortunately. It's kind of the wrong build for a scout, I'll definitely admit it. Do I have another scout ready to go here? Sorry, Jackie, I forgot about that. You are our highest promoted scout, of course, but yeah, I think we're gonna switch you with Monkey Mark, unfortunately, because Monkey Mark does have battle scanners, right? So if we just, you know, switch over all of these weapons we just gave him, we'll give you. Please tell me. I gave both of them battles. I gave both of them Flush? Wow, I must have been really silly at the beginning of the game. So my 2 best scouts do not have battle scanners. We'd have to go down to DJ more Jazzy. Okay, let's double check. Sorry, battle scanners are really good for these kind of missions. Yeah, battle scanner, there you go. And smoke and mirrors. Okay, so yeah. I think in hindsight, this is more like the build I want to do scouts with. I don't really care about the Lance Corporal thing too much. Rapid Reaction's decent. Battle Scanners wins for sure at Corporal. Sprinter wins for sure at Sergeant. And I think Smoke and Mirrors actually wins at Tech Sergeant, rather than worrying about that +1 mobility there. So, okay. Sorry for the mismatch there. Let's make sure Jazzy is ready to go here, because, you know, being able to carry 2 flashbangs, being able to carry 2 chem grenades, that's pretty awesome. You could carry some smoke as well, but that's okay. We'll give you some more armor, because the scout with the lightning reflexes seems to get hit more often than not. There you go. Okay, sorry, I messed that up a little bit. Anyway, I don't think I gave anybody else chem grenades, but 2 chem grenades better than 1. Okay, Flaming Panda, next up. You're our assault, so I give you a little bit more HP. In fact, you're really rocking the HP. And I figured a scope doesn't hurt. It does give you +10 crit, which works real well with the plasma stuff. So that's the idea. We've got Kent Bannister, who's just going to load up on aim and crit and damage, because that's what snipers should do. He's also probably the slowest unit in the team, which is not the biggest deal, except maybe the rockets. Yeah, okay, the sniper and the rocketeer are also very slow. This is why I gave the rocketeer Aegis armor, not because I expect him or her to get shot very often, but he'd be at 9 mobility instead of 10 with the carapace. So I thought, you know, try to keep him moving a little bit quicker. And by the way, that'll be 2 rockets and 2 shredder rockets. Okay, then we've got Commander, and apparently I gave you chem grenades. Oh, because you had Packmaster. No, we don't need 2 people with chem grenades. Well, you know what? It's probably fine. The arc thrower, 3 normal grenades, 2 chem grenades. I gave another Aegis armor to the engineer to try to keep the mobility a bit high, so that if I can capture an alien, I'll be able to. I could equip 2 arc throwers here, but that'll give you even less mobility. So I think, yeah, lots of chem grenades is okay. It's not really a bad thing. They're pretty useful. We've got Krasikov Grigori, who's got the big gun. You've actually got such amazing mobility, you're not slowed down hardly at all, which is pretty awesome, so you didn't need Aegis armor. Although, I mean, it's better than the old armor, it's just I didn't have enough. And then finally, our 2 mechs. We're bringing the Shogun for the heat ammo specifically, plus collateral damage. Definitely one of the best combos. No flush, I guess, which is pretty good too. Did we ever see a flush on these guys? Did I skip it? I haven't seen a flush on a Shogun, so far I'm pretty happy. Gotta remember advanced fire control is pretty good. And just trying to remember for all my... you know, I've got a lot of soldiers now. It's hard to remember what everyone's got. And then finally, the Guardian with Paul Hoffman. So we've got a medic plus a mech with healing. I figure that's a good idea, good balance. And of course, this is one more person that has an opportunist style perk, which, you know, is handy to have, really. So let's get to it. This is probably going to be a long mission. Operation O Canada. We're in Quebec or so, give or take, I would say.
Thanks to Dr.
Okay, this is
some clever developments done in engineering.
Perhaps like the first base, but not the second base. So I think we've had 2 different kinds, and this is the same as the first one. I think. It's not going to be symmetrical on the first floor. I think one base has 3 sort of entryways on the first one. Yeah, 3 entryways, 3 doors. This one just has the 2. So maybe it's smaller by a little bit. I don't know. We'll watch everyone jump down their ropes. Or the mechs. How do the mechs get down there? We'll never know. I think it only shows you the first 6 people, because that's all you normally have in XCOM. We have 10 because of Long Wars, so... Anyway, that's fine. We do know what they're doing. This is our 3rd base. So, yeah, last time we had Exalt, I think. It was a long time ago, so forgive me, but I think it was Exalt, Ethereal Elite, Cyberdisk drones. I think. What we get this time, I don't know. We're kind of in the middle. I better make a save just in case. Although so far we haven't had to do a whole lot of reloading on base assaults. But you never know. We could be surrounded by sectopods by now. We haven't seen a single one yet, which is kind of silly. Well, it's not silly, it's just kind of interesting. We can either go left, or we can go right, or we can stay where we are. I think staying where we are is bad. In my experience, a lot of the times you just get patrolled into if you stay, and this is a really bad spot to stay in because everyone else gets the high ground on you. I'm thinking of going to the right, just because it's kind of a corner. I'd rather clear this side out than this side. Like, if we move up here, we could be flanked from 2 directions pretty easily, or 3. If we move up here, it's more likely to just be up from this angle, rather than, you know, 2 different directions. You know what I mean, right? Right? So, Jazzy, you're going to go first, and I could use a battle scanner ahead of time. Maybe I will. Let's put Jazzy here. No, we'll put him here. And let's throw a battle scanner up there so we can get an idea of what we're running into. If I had 2 scouts, or if I brought a battle scanner on somebody else, we could throw one in each direction and then choose like the easiest one or the safest one. But we don't have that opportunity right now, so... Battle scanner, let's see if this is relatively safe. Well, this area is clear. This does not really give us a great idea of this angle. I don't like how battle scanners work. It's very... It seems like it puts a person here, and you can see their field of vision from that spot. Although it gives you that boundary, you can't actually see what's over there, even though you kind of should, in my opinion. It's whatever. It is what it is. So let's move maybe the mechs up first. I actually don't want to block off that possible shot, so you can do here. Mark Spectre. I doubt you'll be able to see anything.
Well,
it's never
looks like we found where
it's never happened before that I doubted we'd see something and we saw something anyway, but
what the purpose of all this is.
Thanks, Valen. Unskippable cutscenes. Totally my favorite. And our other mech, who is actually slightly faster, you can stand in front there. Either that or you're a little bit closer, maybe. I don't know. You know how it is. It's pretty typical by now. 1 square forward is enough every time. Does this guy have any really dangerous perks to worry about? No. I'd rather just get some damage in on here. Good shot. It would be better if, who is it here? If, Mark had a shot, because he has heat ammo. He'd wreck that guy. But he does not, so he takes a shot at the drone and wrecks the drone. You know, 16 damage. 18 sort of technically. Okay, well, so we've got a mechtoid. We're used to these by now. Put Krasikov up here, should be out of range. Not out of range. It's great. I just can't get it right. Put our sniper not all the way up there. Dang it, you slow sniper. Our sniper can't get anywhere useful, so let's just keep him down here, I guess. Rockets. Well, fine, the rockets can be there. I'd really prefer if this mechtoid takes a shot at our mech rather than our gunner, but we'll see how it goes. We could be in trouble already. Commander, let's do some inspiration here. We're not going to need to use a chem grenade or anything on the first turn, and you're not going to get a good overwatch anyway, so it's okay. So this is what happens. I use a battle scanner to try to decide if this is a safe angle. It doesn't work for nothing. Maybe I should have chosen a better square to toss it to. I'm not wasting a smoke yet. Sandless. We'll move. Dang it, game! If Sandless dies, I'll reload, because that's garbage. I clicked here, but he went there instead. It's just user interface thing. I should be more careful, yada yada yada. Ugh. Okay. I hate it when that happens. Alright, Flaming Panda, you just hang out, buddy. So, we're not off to the best start for plays. I'll definitely admit that. What's the mechtoid gonna do? I hear more stompies in the background. Probably not that mechtoid, probably somebody else. You could just do nothing, I mean, that's fine. Maybe you have to dash to get up here, that's acceptable. It's probably a dash. I don't think he'll have a shot. And then we've got some sectoids. Okay, well, no harm done yet. A little bit of harm done. Hopefully no more harm done, please. Thank you. Every time, guys. Okay, what I'm going to do is we're going to shoot with Krasikov. He... Maybe not, actually. Wait a second. It's not heat ammo. You've got Ranger, right? Sorry, wrong one. You have... Double tap. Suppression. Yeah, you got Ranger, not heat ammo. Okay. Well, maybe we open with the heat ammo here. I mean, we could probably kill the sectoid mind shielding. But I'd like to see how much damage our heat ammo can do to even the full damage resistance guy. He does not have shock armor, so it doesn't matter to move back or anything. Not bad. Took the shield out, took out 6 damage. I'll take it. So maybe Krasikov instead tries to kill, like, the sectoids. He's got double tap. And seeing as he gets no bonus damage versus mechs, might as well try to take these little guys out. Alright. Pretty happy with that. And then we just got to make sure this mech dies. I'm not going to waste any shredding rockets or anything here. Pretty sure we'll be fine. Our scout. You can be slightly forward here. Maybe I should have put him on the other side. The scout gets a lot of mobility, so maybe I should have saved that spot for somebody else, but oh well. Sniper does not have a shot. Not a big surprise. You can dash up to here. I expect there are aliens to our left, so that would be typical. I think we'll let Flaming Panda kill him. Flaming Panda will have close encounters as well, which means you can actually shoot and then reload or something. Or maybe you can mind fray the sectoid or something for fun. You got to keep practicing your psionics, right? So you can level those up. So 59%, you know, it's fine. If it hits, it hits. If not, no big deal. Good. So that guy's had his mind frayed. very unlikely to shoot anybody if we're unable to finish him off. Commander, I'll let you join up here. Got to be relatively close to throw a good grenade. Kittens will keep back here. I'll probably actually burn one of our medkits, even just to heal 3 HP, probably, because I'd prefer to be at 13 than at 10 if someone's going to shoot you. And it looks like Sandless can maybe finish this guy off. 89%, yeah. There you go, Sandless. Good work.
See you in hell.
Okay, the mechs are not going to move. They're just going to overwatch. Well, that mech. The last mech. One pod dealt with, guys. Yeehaw! Well, it worked out pretty well. I mean, we took a little bit of damage from a sectoid pistol, but other than that, it was totally okay. So, we definitely want to make sure there's nothing over there before we start heading this way, I think. So what I'm going to do is position a couple people along this wall, like snipers and Gatling. So yeah, let's, we'll waste one of our medkits. I mean, I call it a waste. It's not exactly a waste. And we'll start moving over that direction here. We'll even Psi Inspire, why not? Look at all the inspiration. There you go, kittens. Practicing our psionic abilities while we're safe. Alright, we'll let Krasikov move over this way with a sniper. Might have range, you never know. Move back to where we used to be. Probably just reload the mech while there's no aliens active. We got lots of flamethrowers for emergencies, lots of rockets, lots of consumables. We've only used one medkit so far out of all of our stuff, so not too bad. I just hope I can keep my game together. We'll keep the Rocketeer on a good angle to shoot across. And the Assault will most definitely join the mechs, because you don't really have long range other than a little bit of Psi.
I'm ready.
Commander will join the mechs as well. You're not going to be able to throw a grenade all the way across the map. Unless you get Bombardier at Master Sergeant, which I'm not sure about. Might as well move the Scout up, because the Scout is super quick. Not going to use a battle scanner this time. We've only got 2 left. I'd rather save them. I'll keep Sandless back here as well.
Ready to rock.
Alright. We'll probably use the Scout to have a look over here. There may be nothing that way. It may be all to the right, behind the doorway. In which case, we may just move everyone over and breach the door safely. Slowly and safely. Remember, a good rule of thumb is on your landing area to expect 3 or 4 pods worth of aliens on a base assault. We've only seen 1. So if there's nothing here, it's highly likely that we're going to run into 2 or 3 pods before we get much past these doors. In my opinion. I could be wrong, but in my experience, that's kind of the way it goes. So I want to definitely see anything over there. We're going to move Jazzy right here. This is pretty good. And it's actually totally safe. Okay. So we actually have a safe landing zone. Unless something patrols through the doors, nothing can see us over here, I don't think. Unless they get some sort of weird line of sight through this way, which is possible. Don't forget, it's not impossible, it's just unlikely. So we're going to move over here because that's where the sound ping told me to go. And it's just going to take a couple turns of moving people that way. I'm actually going to try to save some time on this episode by moving to the door off camera. So I'll see you guys back in a few minutes. For me, or instant for you. Okay, we made it to the door. I've spent 1 turn steadying weapon for everyone who can. We've got Sandless on the doorway. We've got Jazzy on the doorway. We've got Panda ready to move in if he needs to. We've got Commander ready to move and throw a grenade if he needs to. We got the mechs. We got Gatling laser, sniper rifle, rockets, and a medic in the back. So I figure it's as good a time as any. We keep getting sound pings in this direction, so let's see what we get. Please be good. That's fine. A commander. That's no big deal. 2 commanders. That's, yeah. Sniper might be able to smoke those guys. They look like they're not even in cover. Yeah, that guy is not even in cover. Neither commander is in any kind of useful cover. Unfortunately, Krasikov won't have a shot on... He doesn't have vision or possibly even enough range. I think it's fair to open with Krasikov double-shotting this mechtoid. Hollow targeting will also help everyone else. If he had heat ammo, he could probably kill it on his own. But someone else will probably need to finish the job. But it should be nothing to worry about. Mark, I imagine what we're going to do with the mechs is have them move in and destroy the little baby commanders. Or we could let Sandless take them out. That's not a bad option either. Our mechs can't see through the doorway. I guess the mechs don't move us, like they don't lean and shoot. They have to see from where they're standing, which... No, don't move! Dang it, Paul! Why'd you move? I was trying to click. I left-clicked. I didn't right-click. Alright. Jazzy, take a shot here. Dang it all. You guys are wrecking my business. Alright, we're gonna let Sandless kill, or try to kill the commanders, because it's actually a squad sight shot for the sniper, which means less crit chance. Whereas... we don't need a crit to kill the mechtoid here. Probably did enough damage that we didn't even need to use DJ Jazzy's shot. I am mad that I just wasted one of my mech's turns there, unfortunately. Interface, clicking, grrr. Oh, and we blow up his cover too. Well, that doesn't matter. First off, we want to get the commanders damaged or killed. Killed is, you know, the priority here. And the other guy... You know, 100% chance to crit is pretty likely. Didn't quite kill him, but it means if he does mind control, it's not a big deal, because we can finish him off. You know, we could probably kill all these guys pretty reliably. Let's move Panda up here and should be able to kill both. Berg. Well, this turn's not going quite as planned. So, the new plan is you kill one of them. Yep. Close encounters gives you a free move, and you get the heck out of there. That's no longer... I figured we'd have enough turns to kill all the sectoids, which we would. Yeah, this is annoying. Free overwatches, right? Alright, you got a little bit lucky there, but, I mean, what else could I do? I already used my scout. We didn't even have a shot there. What about, how far back can we get that rocket? Not really where I want it. Wow, this is kind of frustrating. I'm not going to be able to do what I would want to do in this situation. That was our first sectopod, by the way. So, I'm going to move Spectre right here and try to kill off one of the sectoids at the very least. Try. Alright. I guess you can overwatch, just not much you'll be able to do otherwise. You can actually see that. I didn't even notice that. Sure, Buzz Bunny, you can possibly take that guy out. 4 damage with a pulse weapon. That's pretty shoddy. Commander... Unless you by some fluke can shoot that sectoid from here. Which you can. Oh, 34%. Yeah, why bother? Hey, just hang out in cover for now. We're probably going to need your chem grenade. We're going to pop some smoke. This is going to be one of the interesting encounters. It's only one sectopod, which is good. But they're not to be trifled with, basically. And we didn't have any chance to damage it, so...
They're falling back.
One thing I don't know about is whether or not they are able to get psi screened by sectoids. I don't expect it to be possible. They're... like, a mechtoid is just a sectoid in a mech suit. A sectopod, I believe, is basically a tank. It's more like a shiv than a mechtoid. just a giant shiv with all the abilities and an awful lot of HP. I mean, it does walk. Alright, so you can take a shot. Or not. Maybe it's going to double move. What you going to do? I don't know what it's doing. Okay. Don't crash, game. This is not appropriate time to crash. Okay. There's two things I can think of. One is it did nothing, which is maybe unlikely. And two is, I betcha what it has done is it's begun an attack that will trigger at the beginning of next turn. And if I remember correctly, it's kind of like an AoE attack that works sort of like a grenade coming from above. I really wish we had heat ammo here. This guy's going to be hard to kill, and we don't know what perks it has, obviously. It's easy to hit, very difficult to crit. Very difficult to crit. So, the people in the back row are safe for now. Can we get it with a shredder rocket? Yes. No? It's blocked. I thought I had it within the sights there. Okay, yeah, we can get it. So somewhere around here... Sorry, this is a difficult angle here. Are you gonna give me this shot? There is like a pixel where it does not count itself as blocked, I'm sure. Okay, we got it. This most assuredly will hit the mechtoid or sectopod, and shredding it is the first step to victory. 10, 20, 30 is to have like 40 HP, right? And we managed to shred like a seeker or something too, probably. Alright, next up. I wonder if we could kill it in a single turn. I don't think it gets to do its attack at the beginning of next turn, but what are the odds of being able to kill it in a single turn? Depends on if we hit with this shot. This is our big damage shot. It's heat ammo plus, you know, everything. All the stuff that mechs get. Heat ammo... Do you have... I'm checking to see if it has platform stability to see if he loses aim by moving. He does not, so it's probably smart to move our mechs closer, so they're out of range of the explosive damage if it does hit. We're gonna take an overwatch from a sectoid. I don't think that really matters much, unless there's like secret overwatches that cause a ton of problems. Yeah, that was the least of my concerns, really. We've got one really big concern right now, and that's it. And he's right there. Still 87%. I think I use... We're going to use the Guardian shot first, because it's going to be less dramatic if you miss. And you've got 90%. You got slightly better aim anyway. If you miss, you'll apply holo targeting, which will give our really important shot a better chance to hit. If they both hit, which is pretty likely, we should be doing decent damage. Beware, there's going to be a lot of damage absorption. Yeah, it was not very much damage. Wow. I was kind of thinking we'd do a little bit better than that. Alright, well, let's see how much heat damage does. Heat ammo does. 97% is a good shot in my books. 14. I'm still really glad we have heat ammo. Wow. That was triple the damage a normal shot. It's got 13 left. We take the sniper I thought the sniper was going to hit the mech, actually, or the sector. Well, that was the only thing our sniper could see, so it didn't really matter. Who else can get a shot in? Oh, here we go, yeah. If we just had a gunner with heat ammo and double tap, although double tap has already been wasted, I believe. I think we used it on the mechtoid last turn. So we'll only get one shot here. It's not going to do 11 damage. That would be insane. I eat my hat. You don't have heat ammo though, right? How did you do so much damage? It wasn't a crit, right? I didn't see the crit symbol. How the heck did you do that much damage on a normal shot? Just awesomeness. Because as much as the Gatling pulsar is a very high damage weapon, I don't think it's as high damage as a railgun, or at best it's about the same. And our first normal shot with the railgun did 9 damage and it absorbed half of it, whereas our Gatling pulsar did, what was it, 14 plus 4 absorbed, or 5 absorbed? Like, it just demolished that guy. Hey! Good! We can deal with sectopods when we get a little bit lucky. Alright, well, we might as well take out the drones, I guess. I'm also gambling on... I'm not 100% sure how sectopods work, because I haven't fought a lot of them. I don't think its attack is going to trigger next turn anyway, but it might. That would kind of suck. We're going to move Jazzy up here, because he's got all the mobility. And I might... You can either kill this guy for sure, or maybe kill that guy. Flaming Panda. Oh, you know what? You can do the same thing you did last time, actually. I have mentioned before, right, that Close Encounters is
Commander.
Almost as good as Light 'em Up. Definitely good. Okay.
Kill confirmed.
And to be honest, you're probably safer in this... Well, at least cover. I mean, this might be out of line of sight, but I wouldn't count on it. But you're probably safer here, because I'm still sort of worried that there's going to be a... You know, an explosive damage here, and I'd rather, if it does happen, it only hits maybe one person. Maybe I should have moved everyone out of the way anyway. I don't really remember how the sectopod attacks all work. We'll take this shot. Oh, good, Jazz. I think that deals with, other than maybe a Seeker, pretty much everything. Commander, I'm gonna put you like as far out of the way of where it might be as I can move you. We'll see. Does it blow up here? I think it's the beginning of our turn. If that's going to happen. I'm kind of hoping blowing up the sectopod means we don't have to worry about that. Even if it does happen, I'm not too upset. Alright, well, at least our kitten's medic hit there. I do feel like I dealt with that sectopod pretty smoothly. It was an unfortunate pod popping, but we managed to kill it before it did anything. And I think the smoke really guaranteed it didn't take a lot of shots. Like, it could have moved and taken a shot, I believe, with its big, huge laser beam that does 1 billion damage. But instead, it tried to store up a special attack, and it did not work. So, Kittens, you can finish this guy off, maybe? 82%. Well, you know, it's only 82%. You need to reload, Sandless. No need to move. Buzz Bunny, you can kill it then, because Rocketeers don't always get a ton of kills, necessarily.
Back online.
Okay, well, we'll just do some reloading now and stuff.
On Overwatch.
I think we've dealt with, probably 3 pods worth now. There may still be a Seeker left. I didn't see the entire activation for the mech unit. We don't have a lot of Overwatches ready, but not terribly concerned. Blah. So there's floaters, and I think thin men that I've heard as well. Which is good. I mean, it could be heavy floaters, which are a little bit more scary. But thin men aren't too bad at this point in the game. And I'm thinking what I'll probably do now is I'll put another cut in the video, and I'll just move everybody up to this doorway, and we'll prepare for another breach. Or maybe both doorways, depending on how I feel, because they meet up in the middle. Yeah, I'll probably just take a couple turns to move forward relatively slowly. It gives me a chance to refocus my thoughts instead of having to blabber away and make stupid mistakes. I can also move slower and make smart decisions. But if something shows up, I'll start recording again, don't worry. So I'll see you guys back in a minute. We've reloaded everybody up, and we've made it to the doorway. I feel like, in case you're wondering why I'm making these cuts, when we have a closed door, and we can already see it, and we know the area is clear, there's next to 0% chance of actually activating an alien. So I feel like I can just take my time and get everyone set up off camera just to save you guys a few minutes of messing around. If this door had been open, I wouldn't have done that cut, for instance. Now, in case you're wondering, the only thing that did happen is we had a couple sound pings from commander here kind of almost to the left a little bit, actually. Not straight, not right. Actually forward and a little left. So if I remember correctly, this room kind of joins up together in the middle. Then there's a low area with, you know, sort of a high area on both sides. Kind of a valley in the middle with higher ground on the edges. Which means it's very likely that there's an alien pod. You can sort of see it in the dark here. You know, up those stairs that are there, there's probably going to be some guys up there. Which means we can almost assuredly move through this door safely. But you never know. There could be somebody right here. There's not. Alright, I think that was, you know, relatively likely. So, last time, if I remember correctly, it's been a while, but the last time we actually took the right door because we heard noise probably over there. And we actually had to go all the way around the corner to, like, way over here before we could actually see them. I'm not 100% sure if that will work the same on the left side, because I seem to remember this wall being rather non-view blocking. So I think what we do is we move one of the mechs that's quick forward all the way up. If we see something, we pull back. If not, we move people forward slowly. Alright, that's that. So you can see what I was talking about. Our plan is going to be to deploy along here, and as they move along, we'll pop them off. We'll deal with them. And also, if in case you're wondering, I did decide splitting up was dumb, so we just stuck together. You know how it is. Splitting up is for losers. Alright. Jazzy can also move quick here. So in this situation, it'll be okay to dash up as long as we don't go past the mechs. So a lot of the rest of the squad is a lot slower, but that's okay. Let's see, who do we want? Sniper will probably take their place on the door, to be honest. We want the assault up ahead for sure. You can actually hide out there, should be fine. We're going to want our engineer. If I could select you, commander, you can move on up.
Moving to designated coordinates.
And sniper will put right on the doorway. We'll put the rockets. No, we want the rockets closer. If we need a rocket, we need to be able to land it, not be stuck on weird line of sight. If I miss a sniper shot, it's no big deal, but... Well, it's annoying, but it's not as big a deal. And as usual, the medic stays back. And in fact, it's been a while. Let's use a psi inspiration. Let's keep the team happy here, kittens. I predict many psionic promotions for people if I can remember to keep doing that on this long mission. One thing I'm also pretty happy about is semi by plan, but semi by fluke. Both of the mechs I brought have the no Overwatch shot penalty. So they actually make really good forward Overwatch guards because they have a much higher chance of hitting on their shot, says the stats, says numbers, than the rest of the team. Although I haven't seen Opportunist work all that well in actual practice. So last time we had to get like way up here before we could see them. Let's try this spot, we'll see what happens. We can always move back on our first move if we need to. Okay, so as before, if there's aliens over here, they're difficult to see anyway. It's hard to explain line of sight. We're also pretty sure they're not along this angle thanks to our mech. Although they could be over here or down there. There's still lots of places to hide. So let's keep the mechs together. We don't want to split up too much just yet. Obviously, even just one square can be enough line of sight to cause issues. I like this spot for assault because anything that runs up the stairs like a chrysalid is likely to get blasted if we happen to have chrysalids. I'm not saying... I actually haven't heard... I don't know what sound a chrysalid makes, to be honest. Kind of a clickety-clackety, insecty sound, I think, but I forget some of the sound effects for the various aliens. I'm pretty good with Thin Men and Exalt are easy, and maybe I'm reasonable with floaters by now. And Mechtoids, actually. I think I'm getting reliable on Mechtoids, finally. Anyway, we continue moving people forward. Overwatch if you're in position, just so the game stops auto-selecting you and I can just hop through. Okay, we got rockets. Yeah, from here is fine. Sniper can take that spot. And the medic Well, you can dash up.
Я
There, that's
мигом.
fine.
Начинаю наблюдение.
Alright. I am trying to also speed up these safe moves by using the tab. If you're wondering how I'm selecting multiple troops, I imagine everybody knows. On PC anyway, you just hit tab and it'll select the next soldier. You can do that while someone's moving, and they'll continue moving while you decide what to do with the next person. It's no big deal. So I think I'm close enough that I'm willing to, you know, move someone right up into the corner. So Jazzy, you have a look. You're unable to see anything. Okay. Let's move one of our mechs over to this side. You also cannot see anything. Keep one mech on this side. We're going to be a little bit symmetrical here. A little bit. And honestly, I just want the vision right now, so Flaming Panda, you move up as well to the corner. Even though that's not a great angle for an assault right now.
Commander.
Seeing as we haven't seen anything, what are the odds of seeing something from this tile or this tile?
Roger that.
They have to be pretty slim to none. Right? The game wouldn't screw me on this. I did get a sound ping. Now, it may have been a patrol that's moved out of the way, but I promise you, I'm not just making it up. I did hear something.
Пора пробежаться.
We'll keep the medic out of sight, but in a decent spot to move to wherever you're needed. We've got an engineer. Sure, we'll just get everybody up here, and I'll figure out what I want to do next turn. I might even wait a couple turns on mass Overwatch. Possibly. Sniper. For now, you go there. And our rockets. For now, you can go there. Put the heavy weapons, put the explosives right by the Illyrium generator. That's the way we play the game. See, I guess that's the same sound ping I got before. They're just further back than I expected. Which is okay. My plan, in case you're wondering, is to clear this room, and before we breach the next room, the doorway that's here, that's when we'll break the video. And then I think there's 2 rooms left, or... yeah, well, technically 1, but it's really big room. That's sort of my strategy. I was hoping we'd trigger some aliens already, but... okay, so... they've got to be over here somewhere, right? I think I used my second battle scanner, if we can throw it reasonably far. I think I like this battle scanner. We've got 1 spare one for the last room. There's only 1 more big room left. Okay, that actually works perfect. So you know what we have to deal with. It's heavy floaters, right? Pretty sure. And we can trigger them, probably with a sniper. Not with Krasikov, though. It's going to be a little dangerous with all the, grenade abilities. Let's, yeah, you know what? I think we'll be fine. Let's trigger it. Also, it looks like we get a kill right off the bat, so why wait for them to move if they were going to move? So we got 4 left. That's the pod leader here. I don't know if they've moved close enough for a shot or a shredder or something. They're probably out of range for most people. Except Krasikov can shoot 2 of them. I think you go for the squad leader, because he's most likely to have bad perks like heat ammo, and the rest of them, if you're not a pod leader, you tend not to have them. I actually believe there's another one too. There's pod leaders and there's also navigators, although it doesn't say that, but navigators get more perks than the average, more HP, but not as much as the pod leader, if I remember correctly reading the notes. So, you know, Krasikov, get a shot. You gotta miss. Unfortunately, you missed. You choked. 68% again. You lost your platform stability. You gained your hollow targeting. You missed 2 out of 2. Very disappointed. We're going to split people up a little bit. And I am going to want the mechs more on this side. They're both going to have good overwatches. Better than average, you can say. Rocket, you're gonna steady. If they grenade you, you're gonna take a ton of damage. You know, that's a bad spot. Scout took his turn. Krasikov took his turn. Let's put infantry here on Overwatch. It's got a good full cover. Let's put the medic a little bit more out of the way. Let's put commander here. Full cover unless they actually make it all the way to that line, and then it would be half cover from that angle, but more difficult.
Roger that, scanning.
And the assaults, you're probably not going to have a whole lot to do. So I guess we just leave you where you are. You'll be able to panic and stuff. That'll be fine. And then finally, in the name of keeping you alive, Buzz Bunny, we're going to sacrifice full cover for half cover. And, you know, if you do get blown up, you won't get doubly blown up, at least, if they throw a grenade over here. And I think we'll be able to kill one of them, at least, as it runs closer. There is still 4, but that, I think, was a double move. That's 1 and an Overwatch. Okay. Sandless, good hit, buddy. Good hit. Maybe my mechs don't have as good a line of sight as I was expecting they would. Maybe what's happened is this wall that I thought you used to be able to shoot through can no longer be shot through, finally. Maybe they fixed that. Either way, we're like... weird. This guy is within line of sight, not squad sight, line of sight for Bannister. Bannister is further back than the mechs. I don't know what is possibly blocking the mech shots. That's kind of annoying. What if I tried to throw a normal rocket in there? You could probably hit. I don't really see any reason not to. Heavy floaters are relatively dangerous. We might as well use our rockets rather than just hold on to them. No hoarding allowed. See, look at us shooting through that wall. Should we try to capture one? I know I need to capture stuff at some point, but we'll be fine. So you'll only have one shot, Grigori. I'm thinking we might do some psionics here too. 32%, yeah, that's getting pretty bad. Reasonable odds of mind fraying even the pod leader. They do have 2 Overwatches. I am still annoyed that we don't have line of sight from here. Let's try to move just like 2 squares or so forward. Try not to get overwatched, but I'd like you to get a shot. There you go. So from that square you can see everything. Although your aim is not good enough. I think, what, does he have tactical sense? Yeah, of course he does. Well, work on this guy for now. Good hits. That'll do. Maybe I should have hit, you know, that was kind of stupid. I'm spreading out damage. Spreading out damage is dumb. Let's try to finish this guy at least then. And that's not gonna work. Let's just try to mind fray this guy. It's only 3 out of 4 odds, but it's pretty solid. Success! Minus 25% aim. And then you'll be able to double tap next turn if you want. Jazzy, I think you actually Overwatch instead. You've got a Psi Panic ready to go, but nobody's in range. I want to move my mech a little bit closer. Grenade bait again, but hopefully line of sight when they move.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
No good panics available. No real need to Psi Inspire. But this will mean the Psi Panic next turn is much easier because Psi Inspiration gives you plus willpower. Alright, so this guy, his mind's been frayed. What's he gonna do? I don't even know. He shouldn't have very long range on his grenades either. He still gets bombarded, which is scary, but I'd be surprised if he can toss a grenade. Apparently mind fray doesn't matter when you're shooting a mech. That's great. And he gets auto overwatch. Well, screw you, hippie. That wasn't cool. And he healed up as well. And he gets an automatic overwatch. I love it. And we can still barely hit him. Well, try to kill the other one at least. Basically, the lesson is these guys are jerks. Okay, well, seeing as if you got hit like that again, Paul, you would be dead. Let's pull you back. We're gonna put you here. I forgot about the overwatch, but it turned out to be okay. So, that's good. And we're gonna put... Where's our medic? I forgot who the medic was, sorry. Here, there you go. Just gonna put the medic in full cover. We'll probably do 2 heals. I may do 2 heals with the medic and 1 with, well, no, 2 heals will be fine. Now you're down to 3 left. After this, if the mechs take damage, we'll probably use the engineer's repair. This guy sucks. Alright, well, we might as well take the 53% shot. Suppression... You know what? We're going to suppress this guy. That'll break his overwatch. So I could move someone closer now without having to worry about it. If he moves next turn, we get an auto overwatch, an opportunist shot from the gunner. We take the 42%. 42% misses. We're gonna move Mark that 1 tile closer. No, we're not.
Moving to overwatch.
Forget it. I was thinking about trying to get like a side panic or something. And then I decided we've got this guy suppressed. Best case is for him to have to move or something anyway. He'll probably end up just shooting our gunner even though he's mind-frayed. Or just overwatches. He just ignores us completely. 55% sniper. Stupid heavy floaters. That was a good hit though. Nothing to complain about there. What? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, why do you still have a turn, though? Sometimes there's bugs. I don't think our sniper should be able to reload, but I guess you get a free reload. I have no idea why that happens sometimes. I'm gonna keep suppressing him. You know what? I'm gonna go back to my panic idea. Flaming Panda has been inspired, and this guy has been mind-frayed. So he's got minus will, we've got plus will, that's why it's so easy. So, enjoy your panic. Now you get nothing. And if you move, we might get an overwatch. What the heck? That is garbage! How did he get a shot while suppressed and panicked? I don't think that's supposed to work like that in Long War. That is garbage. See, this is what makes me end up reloading, is crap like that. Ugh. You better not find any more aliens, Mark. I'm mad now. I'm on tilt. It's a good thing... Why can you see him from the bottom of the stairs but not on the stairs? You tell me that, game. Tell me that. I don't understand. This is making my brain hurt. He's panicked. He can't do anything right now. We'll heal up. We're going to use the rest of our medkits, basically. He did 12 damage in 1 turn. This is why we need Savior, which is +4 on medkits. So you only have to use 1 in a situation like that to be safe. That is garbage. I don't think that's supposed to happen. We shouldn't get a reaction shot when we panic him. That's not how it's supposed to work in Long War. Plus he was suppressed. Like, it just doesn't make sense. That's not how it's supposed to be. I'm upset, but I don't think it's supposed to work like that. On the other hand, we got a free reload with our sniper out of the blue. Not like that is going to change much. Yeah, I figured you'd miss eventually. Alright, Spectre. Point blank. Please don't miss. 60, you're probably going to miss. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Alright, everyone take a deep breath. It's all good. Nothing to worry about. We got hit twice by heavy floaters. It did a lot of damage. We've used 4 of our medkits. So we're almost out of medkit slots right now. Which is unfortunate to say the least. But we're fine. We've taken out another pod. All I really want to do now is find out if this area is safe, and then I'll probably be ending it. Actually, well, seeing as I'm in a bad mood, I'm going to end the episode right now and take a breather so I don't make any stupid mistakes. I think that's probably smart. So everybody's reloaded, and next turn we'll come back and we'll figure out what to do. We're at 56 minutes anyway. Okay, there's probably an alien either at the bottom or on the high ground on the other side. So that's an idea of what's coming next, right? Either right in here or maybe more likely up here. Okay, everyone take a deep breath. Nobody died. I'm a little upset about some of the game mechanics that I don't like. I can't change them though, I just have to live with them. So that's okay. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. Join me next episode for the final section of our 3rd base assault. Have a great day.